Floss your teeth. How many times are you going to skip flossing your teeth? You know, your teeth are soon going to just be infested with cavities and who knows what else. But at the same time, you probably can guess that I'm not actually talking about flossing. We're talking about stewardship. Are you being faithful with the little things God is giving you in your life? Flossing is such a tiny thing. Like, it only takes a couple minutes to do, but a lot of times you just skip it, don't you? You know, you're not caring for your own teeth. If you're skipping something as small as flossing, then what does that tell me about how you approach bigger things in life? If you can't be responsible with something so small, then how can you be responsible with anything bigger? You know, we often sit around drinking Pocari Sweats, scratching our bums, thinking about the future and different possibilities. You know, how cool would it be if I can finally do this or do that? You know, imagine when I, finally graduate from high school, or when I can finally drive, when I can finally get that job promotion, or finally get into that relationship, or finally move out. But does your preparation match those future dreams and goals? You want that next stage in life, but are you making the most of what you have right now? God doesn't call us to live and think about the future 24/7. He calls us to live where we are right now. Maybe you're making big plans for postgrad. You just can't wait to get out of university, to just move on with your life, to stop breaking your neck as you look at a laptop all day. And you're just thinking about what you're going to do, what life's going to look like, how you're going to finally be able to do that one thing you've just been waiting for all these years. But what about your life right now? As a student who commutes 2 hours a day, you're skipping meals because you don't have time, or you just don't have the money, or you're studying late into the night. Are you making the most of every opportunity that God is giving you in your life right now? Are you building discipline and consistency into your character? Or is procrastinating and cramming still your study method of choice? Are you using your free time to grow and learn and even rest? Or are you just wasting it away just binging Netflix? Are you learning how to budget and take care of the money that you have? Or are you just spending it spontaneously, without thinking when you're shopping or going out with friends? Are you taking advantage of the number of friends you can make in school, like for the chance of lifelong friendships or even evangelism? Or do you just consider these opportunities as, whatever, it's like last on your list? Wherever you are in your life, you better be a good steward of what you have. Don't expect that the next stage of life will be better, or that you will be even ready for it if you aren't even responsible for what you are doing in your life right now. Think about dating or marriage. Many single Christians are so eager to get into a relationship, but you can tell they aren't even stewarding their singleness. They're not even maximizing the unique opportunities that they have in their life right now. And even those in a relationship, they're so excited for marriage, but they aren't even responsible while they're dating. How you are in this present stage of life is how you will be in the next stage. That's why when you try to jump the gun, try to bypass the waiting and the pruning in the now, you find yourself overwhelmed, while everything falls apart and you're just thrown back to where you were, square one, because you weren't ready for what's next. If you think the present is just not it, and you're just cannot wait for the future, take time to think. Look around in your life. What are the small things that you can be faithful in? What is it God calling you to do right now? Never think that these small things are beneath you, because God prunes us slowly in these times. He makes us wrestle and wait. And I don't mean passively waiting, just sitting around doing nothing. I mean actively waiting while being faithful in those little things. This season is where you really learn to lean on God and trust Him. This is a lesson you can't fast track, and it's a lesson that's just so core, so key, that you need to learn. And lastly, go floss your teeth. And this time I am actually talking about flossing your teeth. Let flossing become a reminder to you of this lesson on stewardship. Whenever you feel like skipping flossing, force yourself to do it anyway, and take time to consider the things in your life that you need to better steward, because it's usually in these things, these small things that we often overlook, that God is shaping our character to allow us to take on the bigger things in life for the future. That is it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed and it was an encouragement to you. But just remember, if anyone then knows the good they ought to do and doesn't do it, it is sin for them. So please, kill the flesh.
Phone up, girl, I need to go silent. Hold on, leave the city outside. It's been so long since I let them slide. Emotions showing up uninvited. Phone up, girl, I need to go silent.